Hello, everybody, and welcome to Shenanigans, or almost to Shenanigans. Bastian, where are you? Damn it. We're so close to doing this perfectly.
Got him.
There he is. All right. Hey, everybody, welcome to Shenanigans. How are you guys doing today?
Doing great.
Good. We have a lot of people here, so why don't we go around the table and introduce everyone and their characters so we know what's up. Let's start off with Bryan to my right.
I'm Bryan. I'm playing a character named Zev. He is a satire archer, said to be the most diplomatic of his race. Unfortunately, diplomatic and satire culture usually means filling others with arrows.
Well, that'll be great. Wonderful, beautiful. And next up is Bastian. Who are you and who are you playing?
Well, hey, I'm Bastian. Those who watch Shenanigans know me. And I'm playing Fen, who is probably the most diplomatic of his race, because in his mind, being diplomatic means filling others with ale and joy and not with arrows.
You're also a satyr.
He's quite pacifistic. He doesn't know what this guy's all about. He doesn't know anything about satire culture.
Lovely.
What I love is that they're not satyrs, they're satires.
Or are they satyrs?
Yeah. Actually, yeah, he is a satyr. He is a satyr and not a satire.
It's a satire on the satyr is what it is.
Yeah.
Well, basically, that guy over there is the satire of the satyr.
All right. And next up, we've got Connar. Who are you and who are you playing today?
Yo, what up, guys? I'm tired and I'm playing Shag.
Wow, welcome, tired.
Wait, that is not the red Shag that he is now. He has sunglasses and roller skates.
Sunglasses, roller skates, but at the end of the session, the mechanical dragon's supposed to be finished being built.
Yeah.
And a baseball cap, probably.
Yeah.
No, I don't have a baseball cap yet.
No baseball cap, no sunglasses.
Oh.
But he's got rollerblades, so that's
maybe a cool vest or jacket at the end.
All right.
Jacket.
On next
Holy shit.
whose mic is that?
Sorry.
Yeah, that's yours.
I came against the cable.
Ooh. Next up is Rob. Who are you and who are you playing today?
Well, I'm Rob, new to Shenanigans here. I'm really excited to see what this game is all about. And I guess other people, seeing the stream here won't know what's already been discussed in the pregame here, but my character doesn't have a concept of names, so I don't have a name for him. He's just a straight up fighter.
Just a straight up fighter with no name. Does he have a horse?
No.
Oh. Okay.
But if he did, it would have a name.
Okay. Just checking.
Why would the horse have a name if he has no concept of names?
I don't know, because he doesn't ride through any deserts.
Mm-hmm. And last but not least for now, because we're going to have a seventh person join us pretty soon, is Lucas. Who are you and who are you playing today, buddy?
I'm returning Wizzled Man. He barely got away from the evil alien monster from last episode, so I'm coming back with Wizzled Man.
All right, Wizzled Man. And let's welcome our sixth player, Calvin. Hey, buddy. Glad you could make it. You just missed all the other character introductions, but you're just in time for your own character introduction. So who are you and who are you playing today?
Perfect. I'm playing a character named Lucky Ted. He is a rogue.
Mm-hmm.
He's a pretty classic thief. He used to grow up as a noble, but he kind of lost that part of his life a while back. And now he's just working for money because he's out of money because he's broke right now.
Well, being broke is a great motivator, and it'll be perfect for today's storyline. So let's hop on in. Everybody is in Shenanigans, and let's roll some dice and see how occupied it is today. Here comes the D12. Would you look at that? Shenanigans is completely empty today. It is just the six of you guys and a very bored-looking Desmond staring out from behind the bar.
Where's everybody sitting?
That's a good question. Let's take a look at the map. Where are you all seated?
Definitely on the chandelier.
For all of you. On the chandelier.
And it turned out to be my favorite spot.
Right. The kobold in rollerblades is sitting on the chandelier.
Yep.
Well, For me, there is probably only one place in the bar to sit. At the bar.
Perfect.
And
You're sitting at the bar.
I will be next to him, arguing about the most diplomatic thing to fill people with about satire culture. Because we have disagreements
you
here.
might depict it as arguing. Fen has no interest in arguing about killing people. He's just filling your cup again up with drinks, and he's just nodding and nodding, not even listening to what you're saying.
Okay.
Just having a good time.
Lovely.
There's fucking 2 of them now. Holy shit.
Yeah. And Rob, how should I refer to your character since you don't have a concept of a name? Should I just say Rob's character?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Rob's character, where are you seated?
Not immediately apparent to the rest of them. Can we also rule that Glibglob doesn't seem to be about at the moment?
Yeah, Glibglob is hanging out in his tower. It's a slow day. No beer has been spilled, so he's just chilling there.
All right.
And so you are, where did you say, on a table by yourself?
No, it's not really apparent where I am. I'm not sitting anyway.
The ghost.
Is your character a probability distribution, and we don't really know where you are until someone has to make an attack roll?
No.
Okay. So Rob is somewhere.
It's just that canonically, my character, although quite large and seeming like it
Are you
would
the
stand
bar?
out, is never seen until the last second.
No, the bar
Okay.
has a name.
Okay, that's true. That's true. Lucas, where are you seated?
I'm gonna be over here spilling beer because I'm a very old man, hoping that I get to talk to Glibglob.
Lovely.
Right.
And Calvin, Theodora, where are you seated?
I'll sit next to the 2 people arguing about how to kill people, just because I find it interesting.
All right, they're 2 satyrs, just so you know, since you missed the
Well,
introductions.
let's
And
be
it's
clear.
not
We're
really
arguing
an
about
argument. If one person is talking about killing people, the other person is just drinking.
I'm missing
Not
someone.
really.
Who am I
Alright,
missing?
Well, as far as where I am, I would say probably about that time, a glob of some sort of secreted resin drops down on White Old Man.
Some secreted resin drops down
Yeah.
on. Okay, wise
I'll
old
slap
man,
it off
something
of
is
me, like,
leaking onto
Oh,
you.
get this off of me. You know, slap it.
It's sticky and goopy and maybe body temperature already.
Am I able to like hit it? I guess. Off.
Yeah,
or
I mean it's on you. It's like goo
Just gonna
that's dripped onto you.
try and I guess wipe it off or something, if possible.
All right. Rob, are you a xenomorph?
Yeah, I based it off of Thrykeen.
Okay.
I could have played 2 or 3 characters and would have hit it tonight. Either the satyr or.
All right. I figured. Oh God. Okay.
I told you I was rebooting a character.
Oh, God.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. Okay, I get it. All right, it's fine. So you're all sitting around at the table. Shag's on the chandelier.
Well, some of us are on the ceiling.
Rob's on the ceiling.
Rob's on the ceiling, and now I'm weirded the fuck out. It's like, what the fuck?
No, it's not the first Thrykeen. It's probably the first Thrykeen that you see that secretes resin.
The satyrs are
Yes.
chatting amongst themselves about what diplomacy really means, and the rogue is sitting by, overhearing the conversation.
Which,
think that's
again,
the-
it's not really a
And
conversation.
Glibglob has
It's
been glued to the ceiling right next to me.
Glibglob is glued to the ceiling?
With resin.
Sure, all right.
as long as he's not harmed.
Glibglob. Perfect, love it. All right. So, Desmond, despite the menagerie of bizarre creatures and people around him, is still at the bar, looking super bored, just gazing out towards the fire, kind of just drumming his fingers on the table. It's been a slow week.
Desmond, you got some weird shit on your ceiling, man.
Yeah.
Well, that is quite an interesting creature up there. Hey, you! Do you want a drink? And he kind of holds up a cup. I think he's interested.
Irritated for a moment, and then he reaches. You can see stuck in the resin it looks like some sort of backpack with a patch that says "Skateboarding is not a crime." He reaches into it and grabs what looks like maybe some brownies, and eats it a bit, and he seems to relax.
Lovely.
Well, I think he's not interested. Well, more for me. Desmond, fill up the cup.
Can he get down from there on his own, or is he stuck?
I think he got up there on his own, so he's probably fine.
Desmond,
All right.
Desmond fills your mugs, all of them, one by one. Keep looking out. And that's when. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I have to say, Desmond, it's quite quiet day today, isn't it?
Well, you know what they say about quiet days.
They are the days to have a party.
No, it's just quiet because something terrible is about to happen.
Nonsense, Desmond. This will be a glorious day. I
Bet you 100 gold pieces today something terrible happens.
All right.
I'm on your side, Desmond.
No, I'm making the bet with that one. I ain't splitting it.
All right, 100 gold pieces. I have the money to spare, I have to say. Remember, Jacques? And he kind of...
Desmond reaches out a hand to shake yours, to seal the deal, to seal the bet.
All right.
All right, you guys shake on it. And moments later, down the street comes a screaming person. Let's just make a quick roll here. It is a youngish woman. She's got a pointy blue hat on with stars and moons all over it, and she's got blue robes with also stars and moons all over them, and she's got a staff in both hands that she's running with. And she just goes as she careens around the corner through the door and stops in the middle of the tavern, out of breath, panting. Desmond looks up, looks over to the satyr, and gets a little bit of a grin.
Well,
and says,
don't be crazy, Desmond. She could be excited because she passed her wizard exam or something.
Excuse me, ma'am, what seems to be the problem here? And she says, it's escaped! It's escaped! Oh my god, the Thesselmare's escaped! Help! Help! Desmond, you have to stop the Thesselmare!
The What'll-Bear?
The Thesselmare!
Fuck
What do you
is
say?
that?
Bear?
The Thesselmare!
The Bessel Bear?
Oh my god. Desmond, you have to stop it! And he kind of gets up and goes, well, I promised Lizzie no more battles unless there's no one left around, and I see 5, maybe 6 people that can help you. You
I don't
talk
know
to
if
them
that's the
instead.
person.
Well, first of all, tell us, what is a Thesselmare, and is it a...
It's a Thesselmare!
Whatever
What
the
level
fuck it is.
catastrophe is it?
Okay, look. Maybe a decade ago, one of our protege wizards from Woghort School of Magic and Witchcraft was working on his AP conjuring exams. Okay, and he summoned a baby Hydra and a baby Chimera, but he messed it up. And instead of summoning a separate Hydra and Chimera, he summoned them together, and it became a Thesselmare. It's half Hydra, half Chimera. It has like 6 heads, plus a dragon's head and a lion's head, and it's got 4 legs and a big body, and it was a weird thing, so we just kept it locked in the basement, and then someone let it out today, and now it's rampaging around town. And help! It's a big monster now, and it needs to be put down.
Why not lead it out into the wilds? Let it be free.
It'll be fine.
It's killed 5 people.
Huh.
Yeah, but it has like 8 heads, so it should be fine soon.
She looks to Desmond. It doesn't look like they're gonna help. We need you to do this. Desmond's like, offer them money. Give them money and they'll do it. And she looks to you guys and goes,
isn't
money?
there a sheriff in town that should handle this?
Oh
No, he
left a
quit.
couple-
Oh, wait, what?
I'm the sheriff in town now.
Well, sheriff, then do your duty, of course.
Well, I need to have all you folks come help me.
Well, I don't
I'm
see
an old man.
I mean, as long as we get to become deputies, I want an official title out of this.
There's no sheriff, she says.
Desmond, that'd be okay if they're my deputies then.
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, I don't see what is in it for me. I just want to have fun.
Well, I think you lost the bet to Desmond, so I think your payment is you have to help us with this.
Yeah,
That's right. Give me the 100 gold.
Oh, yeah, here. He tosses him one of the 27 gems that are worth 100 gold when we got from the...
Desmond just like slips it under the desk into the cash register.
Well, still, I don't see what is in it for me. I just want to have a good old day.
There is a barrel of magical wine that will let you have a glass of.
What kind of magic?
Magic wine.
Let me roll a willpower check. Because magic wine, oof, that shit is...
I don't see any of my spells, Koibu.
Well, I have to say, Desmond, that is tempting, but I rather want to know what kind of magic. You know, there are many types of magic. I'm no expert. It could be something like what she describes.
They're on your front page, bottom left corner.
Do I have like something like to click to touch them, or?
Nope.
Oh,
nope.
okay.
There's no auto roll function for them. What do you think this is, 5e?
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
Right,
This is old school. You got to actually go to the reference and find out. Oh, this is what the spell does.
Mm-hmm. It's needlessly complicated to weed out the weaklings.
Yeah.
Sorry. So
All right, Desmond.
the young woman looks back and forth between them. Look, the satyr's in, the old man's in. What about you? She says, pointing to the other satyr.
I mean, I'm a fan of practicing some of my interspecies communication skills. So yeah, absolutely, I'm in.
Perfect. And then she turns to the rogue. What about you? Are you in?
How much are you paying us?
What's a lot of money to you?
How about 500 gold?
I can't afford that. What if I give you what about some magic wine?
Hey, that is already mine.
I'll give him a
already
glass
his.
too? Okay,
And I need cash.
cash. Okay, can it 100 gold pieces?
Fine, I'll settle for 100.
Good. And then she looks to the thing in the chandelier. What about you, little buddy? You've got something on your feet that looks weird. You're probably a great fighter if you can hold on to those.
How much are you gonna pay me?
100 gold.
So 100 gold each.
Yes, for the two of you.
If he dies, do I get his 100 gold?
It's a little, no, it's more like when you die, I get your gold.
We'll see.
If he
okay.
dies, you can take the things on his feet. I'm sure he's got lots of magical items.
All right.
She looks to Shag still. Are you in?
Yeah, I guess I can lower my prices for today.
Lower? What the hell? Okay, fine. And then she looks
ain't
at
easy
the
getting shit like
weird xenomorph hanging
He's
from
in.
the ceiling.
He's in.
Yeah,
It's in?
I'm just
Okay.
all mellow now, munching on cobalt body parts that I'm pulling out of the knapsack.
Are you eating Glibglob? Is he dead?
No, he's not dead. He's just, glued up to the ceiling. I need to get an egg for him.
Okay, you're eating different kobold parts then.
Different cobalts.
Okay, just making sure.
I'm still concerned about that.
Well, I think if I was eating pieces
Yeah.
of people,
Ought to be.
then other people might get concerned. But if I'm just eating pieces of cobalt, everyone's like, it's just cobalt.
It's just kobolds, yeah, sure. Desmond sort of, good luck, everybody. Have a fun time fighting the monster. And hangs out behind the tavern while you guys all step out into the streets. The young woman can introduce herself. Her name is... Hold on, let me find something in this room I can name her after. Her name is gonna be... Miss Shackleton. You can call me Miss Shackleton. That's my name in earnest. So... Thesselmare, large creature, huge creature technically, not gargantuan, but huge creature. 6 Hydra heads in like a semicircle or in a full circle around a lion's head in the very middle of it, and at the top in between the 3 on one side and 3 on the other side is a dragon's head that can also breathe fire. Last we saw, it was headed northward on the road after consuming 5 people.
Okay. Do you have anything to help us kill it?
Do you have a crossbow?
We can get you a crossbow.
I mean,
No,
why
I'm
kill it? We could just lure it out of the city into the wilds.
You know what, Fen? That's a great idea. You should try it. I want to see.
You know what? I like fun, but that sounds like he points to the outsider. He is probably the expert in handling monsters.
She points
I
back
thought you
to
said
the...
this should be an easy job, and we could just lure it out into the wilds.
I said we should try it. I did not say it will be easy.
She looks to the rogue and says, I'm hiring you guys to kill it because I'm not a killer. I'm an enchanter. I just, make things fun and friendly, and I don't know anything about murder or rampage. I don't have a fireball spell or a magic missile spell or anything like that, so I don't even know what you would need to kill it. If you have specific requests, I can maybe help you out with that, but I actually don't know anything like that.
Can you enchant my staff then?
Sure, later.
Wait, you'll enchant. If you can enchant things, can't you help us if we have to battle it? Can't you help us battle it?
I told you, I enchant things and make them fun and friendly and nice. I can't do anything to that.
Doesn't sound like a fighter.
Goddamn spells.
I think I'll accept that as
Even
my
I
payment.
have better spells than that.
If we're able to do this, could you make my bow fun and friendly? And
I can make your bow friendly as your payment. Yes, sold.
Okay.
So I don't think we're going to be able to kill this thing successfully.
What?
Well,
What?
probably
Then what am I hiring you for?
We'll be fine. I just got a package I need to pick up.
You're from that Koibu, from that gnome, right?
Yeah.
Is it ready this week?
He seems to have fun with his tinkering. Let me come with you.
Oh, it's going to be great.
Is it ready this week, Connor?
I don't know. That's what we said last week.
Okay.
Probably be ready by this week.
I thought it was going to be ready next week. Oh well, that's fine. You can get
Or is this the thing where it's like, oh yeah, it'll be ready next week? Next week.
No, I'm just like next week. I'm not quite finished. Hold on, I need a little bit more work. Yeah, I think you head to Cog Ranch Hammerbench's place, and
I've already paid him more than double.
Certainly,
what
but
their price was.
you get to it and you find that your creation is basically there, but it's all laid out on the ground in different parts. And he come and as you poke your head in, he's like, almost finished I was, and then I realized I had the wrong screws. The heads didn't match from part to part. One of them bumped out a little bit. I had to replace every screw in the entire thing to make sure they all laid flush. It'll be just another 50 gold and another week to get it done.
Is this
Screws
a
are
gnome?
expensive. Yes.
Mr. Gnome, why aren't you rhyming?
Go home.
well,
Busy.
We have an agreement. He's busy. Don't distract him.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, very sorry.
You motherfucker.
Screws are expensive. I need 50 more gold to get it all done. That's what I'm told.
don't worry, my
Very
friend.
well. And I throw 5 plat at him.
All right. He takes the 5 plat and scurries off to a blacksmith shop to get some screws made. That still leaves the party standing around in town. And what was her name? Shackleton. Miss Shackleton asks if there's anything that she can help provide you with, any information or tools that you might need for your adventure today.
Well, do you have anything that would protect us from dragon's breath? It seems like the most dangerous thing it can do.
Yes.
And while I love some combustion, that amount of combustion I do not like.
I can get you each a single potion of resistance to fire. But it's worth noting that in the combining, or maybe, I don't know whether it's because they were babies that were combined, or if it's that they were creatures that were combined, but the Thesselmare is, maybe not the greatest fire breather of all. It's more of a short-ranged, like 20-foot beam of fire, or at least it was last time we measured it. And it sweeps in like a little bit of an arc. So it's like 50 feet wide at the end, 20 feet long for, let's say 3 times the average life of a person.
Well, then it seems like those potions would come in handy. looking around,
safer
it seems like we are not that seasoned in terms of adventurers here. Especially this one, he points at the other traitor. The old man, to be honest, no offense, of course, my friend.
I've been on many adventures, young man.
Well, you're still an old man.
Can I get two things for me?
Yes.
Can I get a crossbow for one?
Yes.
And for two, which one of the heads should I be focusing?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how to fight anything.
Fair enough.
I will get you a crossbow. I'll get you potions of resistance to fire resistance. Anyone else have any requests?
Can I get a wand?
What sort of wand?
Uh,
I have the wand perfect for you. I know what I'm going to get for you. Okay. And she runs back to Woghorts, leaving the party around to discuss what they're going to do. Where is Rob's character hanging out? Because everyone else is like standing in the streets in the sunshine.
Yeah, aliens, they're never like out in the sunshine. I'm like probably hanging. I followed the wise old man just because he seems oddly familiar to me. But I'm like hanging upside down from like a little awning over the door.
Did we lose track of that weird alien guy?
Yeah. The what?
Did we lose track of the alien? Where'd he go?
Well, no, it's right there.
Oh.
Look. Above you.
No.
Do any of you have infravision?
No, it's over there.
Because I don't even show up on infravision.
Yeah.
Do satyrs have infravision?
Yeah.
Okay. And there are no elves in the party, right? No. No. Okay.
I mean, our last ditch.
Wait, I'm half
solution
elf.
Just to let it bite me.
Lucas is half elf? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do have some infravision. Calvin, you're just a human, right?
Yep.
Cool. All right. Excellent. So maybe 20 minutes later, Lady Shackleton, Miss Shackleton, comes on back and hands you two crossbows. There's a heavy crossbow and a light crossbow, and she says, I don't know which one you needed, so I brought both.
Okay. I'll take.
Were you reading about the North Pole expedition or something, Neal?
Yeah, I pulled Endurance is the book that I grabbed her name from. Yeah. Which one are you grabbing there, Theo?
I'll take the light one.
Okay, I will add it to your character sheet for you.
My dear, you have in your tower over there, in your school, you have quite the amount of alchemical ingredients, right?
Yes.
Well, I have an idea to make this beast drunk like hell. Only
Your solution is to get the fire-breathing, rampaging monster drunk.
Oh, I've seen that before.
Did it work?
It works.
What? That's
Well, the
ridiculous.
thing is, it is rampaging, but being drunk will make it somewhat less agile.
Or it'll make it angrier.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what if it's an angry drunk?
Fire more deadly, maybe?
Well, an angry drunk is still more stumbling than really raging.
Yeah, but we're gonna need a lot of alcohol for this.
And how do you presume to get the creature to drink the alcohol?
Well, actually, I wanted to make, I know my brewing. I think if I make something poisonous enough.
Wait a second, did you?
Why would we make something poisonous when we have magic alcohol already?
Did he bring me a crossbow and no bolts?
No, here's the bolts, and she hands you a case of bolts. Sorry, I forgot about those. Here we go.
What about my wand?
Yes, here it is. And she pulls out there's like a piece of cloth, like burlap, in which is rolled a stick. And she hands the burlap over to you and says, be careful. This is a very powerful wand of itching. Anything that touches the wand will grow a rash over it and cause great amounts of itching.
Oh, thank you.
I thought
Yes.
wands were supposed to project magic, not have it happen to the person touching it.
She leans in close and goes, he's a really old man. I don't trust him with anything else. This is just a stick of poison oak.
Well, the question is,
I just nod.
do you have any very noxious ingredients in your...
Excuse me, I am a lady. We have no noxious ingredients whatsoever.
You're out of wizard school.
Oh, magical things. I don't know what you mean. Be more specific, please.
Well, something that will make it dizzy. For example, if I concoct some brewing, if I make it into some vapor, you know...
I don't know. It's a very large creature with a lot of hit dice. It's probably going to pass any saving throw that you throw at it. I wouldn't rely on something like that.
It sounded like something very meta.
It has, pretty serious resistances to all sorts of magical things. It resists fire and acid and petrification. None of these things work against it.
Well, alcohol is basically poison and acid, so...
We never tried to poison it because we're not inhumane monsters. So I don't know if poison would work or not.
What color was its dragon's head?
Red. Fire-breathing red,
What color were the other hydrants?
Anyway, I'll be taking that potion of resistance to fire, if you don't mind.
Yes, she hands you each one potion of resistance to fire.
Excellent.
Works like the spell, right?
Sure. It gives you, if you pass your save, you take no damage. If you fail your save, you take half damage.
Okay.
Is the mechanic on this.
How fast is it?
Oh, great question. It moves a little bit faster than normal walking speed. So movement rate 14-ish, 14 to 16. So, if it walks away, it's difficult to catch up to it. And it can easily chase you down.
Well...
Can you guess horses?
Horses? Ooh, that's expensive.
Oh.
7 horses? No, wait,
so you
5?
don't want this thing.
How many horses do we need? 1 horse, 2 horse, 3 horse, 4 horses?
I don't
3
need
horses?
a horse. I think we both don't need a horse.
I can get you 2 horses, for certain.
I raised my finger.
We need 3 horses, madam.
Okay, I can get you 3 horses. Yes, strange, creepy thingy hanging from the rafters of Shenanigans.
I think he just said they wanted a horse. And I think he wants another for unspecified reasons.
We need 4 horses. Or we
I
won't
can
do
get
it.
you 3 horses.
We won't do it unless we have 4.
I've already paid you. Look, you have a magic wand, and I'm going to enchant your staff.
And my bow.
And
What about
and your
him?
bow.
And I'll point to the creature. He wants a horse as his payment. So 4.
He already agreed. You can't change the deal after we've already agreed to it.
Wait, what did he want?
He didn't want anything. He was just going to join us. He, she, it? I don't know. Is it a gendered creature?
Hey,
I was trying to figure that out.
Hey, thing in the ceiling. Waits a finger for male, waits 2 fingers for female.
There's 5 fingers for you don't know.
Yeah, 5 fingers for you don't know.
I
All right,
mean,
perfect.
there's
You
a
don't know.
queen, which would imply that maybe the drones are males, except that the first alien apparently could lay an egg.
Well, fry cream...
You know what, Rob? I think that's some great research topics for you to do during.
The fry cream doesn't show fingers. He pulls out a book, knowledge about creature.
Wait, the first one didn't lay an egg?
Yeah, it did in the ship, once it got back up to the ship.
No. They brought an egg with it, didn't they?
No, they went into the ship on the planet, they got face hugged, and then
And they came back
apparently they didn't even want to let the infected
But where was the egg that it laid?
Brought an egg.
Where's the egg that it laid? I don't remember laying an egg.
I guess it might have been deleted. They were going to have a scene where Sigourney Weaver runs into Dallas, and he was all like glued to the wall, and he'd been facehuggered, and then an alien.
But it was never actually in the film. It was a scene they removed because it didn't make sense with the lore, right? Right?
If you're going to say that, therefore, that deleted scene doesn't count,
yes, I am.
then are you saying that we can't have the miniguns, the automated miniguns in the second Alien? Because I will fight you for those automated miniguns.
The turrets are in the second Alien.
They weren't, not in the theatrical release.
But they're in the director's cut, right? But the other one wasn't in the director's cut of the first film. It just never made it into any film.
I think what we have learned here is that Rob's character is in fact not an automated minigun.
That is true. Yes. We can all agree on that one.
Let's move on.
Got a great character concept for next time.
Next week, someone just carries Rob with him and just sets him down. Got it.
Oh boy.
I'll be a
Tower
sassy
defense, Rob.
automated minigun.
Okay.
That's a problem with this one, is I can't talk.
So you have a crossbow. You have a piece of poison oak. You have potions of fire resistance. Is there anything else you want before we leave town on your deadly mission to stop the Thesselmare?
I want to ask the gnome.
Are we still?
Hammer bench, something. Like, he kind of knocks on the door. Hello. I just don't want to disturb it too much. Just, do you have something like a metal umbrella lying around? You know,
A metal
something
umbrella? That's ridiculous. That'd draw lightning towards you, not away from you.
Well, it is more about shielding yourself from breath like fire. Or other, dangerous things that might come flying towards you.
I've got a great idea for a copper umbrella to be used against fire breath.
Well, you know what? I have a perfect idea. You could have it wrist mounted, and so you have it on your arm, and when you draw it out in a circle, it's kind of. I heard about.
Great, let me put this project on the side. I'll finish it later. Let's start work on your umbrella.
Well, concentrate on what you're doing.
No, this umbrella's a great idea. Let's start work on it.
God wrench, Baron, hammer bench. Remember how much I fucking paid you? Remember?
But new idea.
What?
Yeah.
How about this?
Just imagine how much longer you'll get to work on that after you finish.
Oh, I think you need to beat up this gnome.
I hate replacing screws.
Then you
This is a game I always lose, and Cogwrench goes back to, screwing in this thing and grumbling to himself. He'll work on your.
Gave you 100 gold just for fucking doing this. Not even for the payment of it. Not even for materials or shit. I just gave that to you.
Grumbles and grumbles and goes back to work.
What I fucking thought.
Can you bring the horses?
She will bring 3 horses. Okay. Let's figure out who's on horses here, just so we know.
I'll take a horse.
Okay, Calvin's on a horse. Old man's on a horse. Anyone else on a horse?
I take a bite out of my horse.
Oh no. Okay, so we're down off.
Faster horses?
Give me a roll to hit, Rob. Let's warm up the dice here, everybody.
All right. That's one, 2,
Oh.
3. So I did. I mean, technically, the Thrykean have 5 attacks, but I decided to be.
You
as
don't have a bite attack
I would
until a
combine the 2 claw attack or 2 claw attacks into 1 claw attack, so it's just bite, or bite, claw, claw.
Bite, claw. Okay. Now, does your bite have like a secondary attack if you miss the first one by just like 1 point or something?
That actually would make sense. If I'm 1 point away, then the little mouth.
Then the little mouth gets to make a secondary attack to see if it hits.
Sure.
I can get behind this. Okay.
All right.
I have a
So
feeling
claw, bite, and if you miss by 1, then second bite.
Sounds good. I did get a
Perfect.
20 on one of the claws.
Okay, well, deal me some damage to the horse, and let's see what the hell you've created for us.
It's like I said, it's just based off of Thrykean.
Like, that
I
makes
have
it
a
any
feeling
better.
you're not really a Thrykean because they do not have climbing movement.
2,
No,
4 plus 2.
I think you
worry
just took
about
the... Yeah, I think you just took the Thrykean stat block and
Yeah,
used
I know,
it as
he made it into
inspiration. Yeah.
Alright. So it's normally 2d4. I've got specialization, so plus 2.
All right, and you did crit with a 20. So is that 4d4 plus 2 to the horse?
Sure.
Oh
wait,
my god.
2d4.
Times 2. Yeah, it's 44.
So we'll do 44 plus 4.
Wait, 2d4
Yeah,
for
no,
one
no, no.
attack.
The 2 doesn't get doubled on the crit, right? That's just from specialization? That
Yes.
stays. Yeah, yeah. 4DR?
Did I do that right? No, apparently not.
No.
Right. 4d4.
Question: What
There we
attack
go.
that you make has 2d4 because the claws are 1d4 for a
Yeah,
strike?
so a Thrykeen has 4 claw attacks.
Yeah.
So I made it into 2 claw attacks.
That just do
4
two.
1d4 claw attacks, so I made it into 2d4 claw attacks. So technically I'm missing out on
2 extra.
potential
It's like
damage
using a
because
broadsword.
Each one gets a +2 for specialization.
Well, yeah, I guess
That's
like it's
true.
robots.
Yeah, that's true. This is balanced. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I actually reduced my OPness of being an alien.
All right, you rip into the horse. It tumbles to the ground, screaming and neighing and kicking its legs. It's still alive, but just barely in its awful, horrible death throes. Lady Shackleton looks, starts to turn a little bit green, makes a con check.
Don't barf.
1d20 plus 8, and pukes all over the floor around you guys.
And now, fairness being the night. What is her hotness, by the way?
Why don't you roll me 3d6 for how hot you
Because
think she
I think-
is?
Both Bryan and I have to know that.
It could be. Well, why don't you ask? What is her published?
Average? Average. All right.
What is?
Because-
or about what a kind personality she has.
Have you not
It's
read
more
your Greek
about satyrs.
mythology, Rob? Satyrs are horny little bastards in multiple ways.
Yeah, they can be horny, but does it have to be just about looks?
Well,
Actually-
this is one satyr might be about looks. Another satyr might be horny for other things. Maybe the other satyr's all about cooking or dancing or whatever, and that's what really gets him going. But this satyr is all about the appearance.
No, wait, he is right. I made a mistake. Not hotness, charisma. So yes, she has 11 charisma, I assume.
Well, I can make her a charisma check, or roll her charisma stat. Ooh. Oh, it's quite good. 17 charisma. Yeah, there's a reason she was sent after you guys.
Well, fairness being the gentleman and holding her hair back, I'm puking.
I'm gonna exacerbate the situation.
And
Like,
you know,
oh, yeah,
he's
this is
pukes
bad.
and he gives her his water skin like, that must be a terrible sight. I'm so sorry.
So Shag is like he's a big gnoll, right? A big dog.
Was that?
Is that the right
No,
character
Shag.
I'm thinking of?
Tiny
He's a
little
saint.
kobold.
It's a kobold. Connor, bring your mic
Okay.
closer to your face. You're hard to hear. There we go. Now put it a little farther away. The fidelity got really weird on that one.
Yeah, that's
I was going to say if he was the gnoll, then he could up the ante by starting to lick up the vomit.
All right, and this is where we're going to take our first break, everybody. We all need to go clean our mouths after that one. We'll be back in a few minutes, and we'll maybe see the party set off, or maybe just continue to terrorize the town.
Blood and the vomit, and just make like.
No,
disgusting-
no, we're going to break. See you guys on the other side.